Listen to me. Success is not luck. It's not chance. It's not something that drops out of the sky into your lap. Success is built. It is forged. It is molded through decisions, habits, and daily choices that most people overlook. And if you want to be great, if you want to step into the life you've been called to live, you must discipline yourself to walk in habits that elevate you, not destroy you. See, we live in a world that celebrates results but overlooks process. People clap when they see the trophy, but they don't care about the years of sweat, sacrifice, and silent battles it took to get there. You don't get success by wishing for it, you get it by building habits that produce it. And today I want to give you 5 habits, 5 powerful, unshakable habits that separate those who just dream, head, from those who achieve. A habit wanting master the morning. The way you begin the day determines the direction of the day. Successful people do not wake up and let the world dictate their mood. They don't roll over and grab the phone to scroll through noise, negativity, and distractions.
No.
They rise with intention. They understand that the morning is sacred. It's a reset. It's the quiet before the storm. And in that quiet, they choose to fuel their mind, their body, their spirit. When you master the morning, you command the day. If you wake up late, rushing, stressed, already behind, you've already surrendered your power. But if you wake up with discipline, if you carve out time to pray, to reflect, to read, to plan, you've already declared victory before the first battle. Think about it. Athletes warm up before the game. Head. Musicians tune their instruments before the performance. Warriors sharpen their swords before the fight. Why would you step into life without sharpening yourself first? Mastering the morning doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean every day will feel easy, but it means choosing consistency. Wake up, breathe, stretch, speak gratitude, write your vision, and move your body. Do this daily, head, and your mornings will no longer control you. You will control them. And when you own the morning, you own the day. Habit 20, discipline over motivation. Motivation is powerful, but motivation is unreliable. You feel it one day and the next day it's gone. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is the fire. And successful people know that if they only act when they feel like it, they'll never accomplish anything great. Discipline is about doing the work when you're tired, showing up when you'd rather quit, keeping promises to yourself when nobody is watching. It's not glamorous, but it's the backbone of greatness. Most people live as slaves to their feelings. I don't feel like working out today. I don't feel like reading. I don't feel like pushing myself. And so their feelings become their master and their life becomes average. But successful people flip the script. They let discipline lead and feelings follow. Discipline says, I train my mind, I train my body, I train my habits until I no longer depend on fleeting emotions. Discipline is what gets you up at 5 a.m. when motivation is gone. Discipline is what pushes you to finish the book, launch the business. Head, stay consistent when no applause is coming. And here's the truth, discipline breeds freedom. When you discipline your schedule, you gain time. When you discipline your money, you gain wealth. When you discipline your body, you gain health. Freedom is the reward of discipline. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going until you arrive. Habit 3, constant growth. The third habit of successful people is this: they never stop growing. They are lifelong learners. They refuse to remain the same because they understand that growth is not optional. It is the oxygen of success. The moment you stop learning, you start dying. The moment you stop stretching, you start shrinking. Successful people don't waste hours consuming junk information. They feed their mind with wisdom. They surround themselves with mentors. They read, they listen, they absorb. Ask yourself, what are you feeding your mind every day? Because your life is the fruit of what you put into your mind. If you feed it negativity, gossip, endless entertainment, don't be surprised when your results look empty. But if you feed it discipline, wisdom, inspiration, strategy, then your results will reflect that. Growth is not always comfortable. Growth hurts. Muscles only grow when they are torn and rebuilt. Diamonds are only formed under pressure. Trees only reach higher after seasons of deep rooting. And so it is with you. To grow, you must be willing to endure discomfort, to embrace challenge, to humble yourself and admit, I don't know everything, I can learn, I can be better. And here's the truth, head, the most successful people you admire are not the ones who stopped learning when they made it. They're the ones who kept growing long after others would have quit. Because growth is not a season, it's a lifestyle. At habit 40, guard the circle, show me your circle, and I will show you your future. Successful people understand that environment shapes destiny. The people around you either fuel your fire or they drown it. Head, if you're surrounded by complainers, you'll complain. If you're surrounded by gossipers, you'll gossip. If you're surrounded by small minds, your dreams will shrink to fit their expectations. But if you surround yourself with visionaries, warriors, dreamers, builders, you'll rise to meet their level. Energy is contagious. Attitudes spread. That's why successful people are ruthless about guarding their circle. They don't allow constant negativity into their space. They don't entertain endless drama. They protect their spirit from toxic influences. This doesn't mean you cut everyone off. It means you become intentional. Who speaks into your life? Who challenges you? Who celebrates your growth instead of resenting it? Who pushes you to stay accountable when you feel like quitting? One wrong circle can destroy a destiny. One right circle can accelerate it. Be wise. Surround yourself with people who sharpen you, not dull you. Who call out the greatness in you, not the weakness. Who inspire you to become more, not settle for less. Because success is not just about what you do, it's about who you walk with. Guard your circle, and your circle will guard your future. Habit 5: reflect and reset. The final habit of successful people is reflection. At the end of the day, they don't just collapse into bed and repeat the cycle blindly. They pause. They evaluate. They ask, did I live with purpose today? Did I grow? Did I keep my promises? Did I honor my vision? Reflection keeps you humble. It prevents arrogance. It forces you to face yourself honestly and make adjustments. Without reflection, you repeat the same mistakes endlessly. But with reflection, every day becomes a lesson. Every failure becomes a teacher. Every win becomes fuel for the next battle. But reflection is not enough. You must also reset. Don't drag today's failures into tomorrow. Don't carry the weight of past mistakes into your future victories. Reset your mind. Reset your focus. Reset your energy. Learn what you must learn. Let go of what you must release. And step into tomorrow renewed. Reflection and reset create momentum. They give you wisdom from the past and strength for the future. That's why successful people don't just live day to day blindly. They live intentionally, always building, always adjusting, always moving forward. So here's the truth. Success is not magic. It's not hidden. It's not reserved for the lucky few. It's built daily through habits, through decisions, through disciplines that elevate you higher than the average. Master your mornings. Let discipline lead your life. Never stop growing. Guard your circle. Reflect and reset every single day. These 5 habits will shape your character, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your future. Because in the end, success is not about one big moment. It's about the little choices repeated over time. And if you will choose to live in these habits daily, your life will shift. Your vision will expand. Your dreams will no longer be distant. They will become reality. So rise up, step into discipline, guard your circle, embrace growth, live with reflection. And remember, this greatness is not for the chosen few. It is for the disciplined, the consistent, the faithful.